Gunmen kidnap students of Federal College of Forestry, Kaduna. President Buhari gives marching orders to security chiefs to shoot on sight anyone found illegally with AK-47. Plus, state governments across the nation commence vaccination against COVID-19. These and more on Panorama. I'm Naja'atu Tijani, while Mina is in Enugu standing by. Gunmen kidnap unspecified number of students from have kidnapped an unspecified number of students from the Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Kaduna. Reports say the kidnapped victims include female students of the institution. Here are some reactions of some residents around the area.
Early this morning around 3 a.m. my son called that this is what has happened in the school. I said, where are you? He said, they are now presently at the NTA. So I said, go because we're relaxing, that place, don't move. So it was later I asked one of my church members that where is his daughter? He said they did not see her. But presently we are told that she's there at the hospital receiving treatment. Ami says they are on top of the thing, and also the commissioner, who is Samuel Aran, was here with us. And we thank God because he encouraged everyone to return back home, because since they are on top of the matter, so they are going to make sure that these students are back soon.
I will pray that they will find where those children are and they will bring these children back safe.
They are telling us that some of them are in the barrack and some of them they have to take them off. They are to take them. So I don't really know whether she's the barrack, she's inside barrack or she's
And meanwhile, joining us live from Kaduna at the College of Forestry and Mechanization is our correspondent, Achari Maxwell, who will give us updates on all the latest. Hello, Achari. Tell us more on the situation report.
Okay, thank you, Naja'atu. What we are seeing here is a heavy presence of security personnel, and we also see the Kaduna State government and all the security apparatus here. They are doing everything they can to ensure that these students are brought back. They are so far having meetings since the time of this incident, and so far they have assured the parents and even the school authority that they are doing all they can to bring back these students. We have also seen parents trooping in, and some of them are here. We also have the commissioner here for security and home affairs, Mr. Samuel Arwan. Please, sir, you've been here at the scene of this incident. Can you tell us what is happening here?
Well, yesterday, Thursday, 11th of March, 2021, at around 11:30 p.m., we received a distress call that a number of armed bandits attacking Federal College of Forestry Mechanization. Immediately, the military were alerted, and troops from 1 Division Nigerian Army moved to the location. On getting here, they engaged the bandits, and at the end of the day, 180 students and staff of the college were rescued. Of this number, 42 are female students, 8 are staff of the college, and 130 male students of the institution. As we speak, the military, the police, and other security agencies are presently working around the clock. We have equally met with parents of the affected students. We informed them of what really happened, and we are unable to account for about 30 students comprising both female and male. This is the actual situation.
So what would be your words to parents at this trying moment?
Well, this is difficult. We are all in pains, but we want to assure them that security agencies and government are working assiduously. And by the special grace of God, we will get a headway in respect of the unfortunate situation that happened here.
Okay, that was a Samuel Arwan. I also have here to, can you tell tell me why you here and what's the decision so far?
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Deborah. I'm here because of my sister. Yesterday they get lost, so they picked them. They are 2 in number. They picked the 2 of them. Their name is Mary and Jennifer. So that is the reason why we are here today.
So far, what has the authority told you about it?
Well, they have communicated with us that we should go home and rest. They are going to do all possible to bring them back. Yes, ma'am.
That's one of the. So we have also received information that some of the students are receiving medical attention at the medical facilities here in Kaduna. That is it from now. It's back to the studios.
Thank you, Achari Maxwell, and we'll keep you updated on that development. The office complex of the Niger Delta Development Commission, completed at 16 billion naira, has been formally inaugurated. President Muhammadu Buhari, who performed the ceremony virtually, described it as an important milestone in his administration's efforts at repositioning the Commission for Sustainable Development of the Niger Delta region. State House correspondent Adam Musambu reports.
Occupying a total land area of 39,116 square meters, the new magnificent disabled-friendly head office complex of the NDDC consists of a 13-floor twin-tower main building as well as a 4-story ancillary building which will be home to commercial properties like banks, hospitals, restaurants, and various conference halls. Before the completion of the project, which started in 1996, NDDC has been spending 200 million naira annually on rent.
I commend the management and staff of NDDC who stay in the cause and keying into the reform agenda of our administration. Today, we are handing over to the people of Niger Delta a befitting head office complex for present and future use. Consequently, huge yearly rentals will now be saved and deployed to other areas of needs in the region. I am particularly pleased to note the cordial relationship between the NDDC and the National Assembly and hope that this relationship will be strengthened further for the benefit of the people of the Niger Delta region.
President Buhari commended the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, for providing the required leadership that led to the completion of the project.
In 2015, as part of our administration's cardinal objectives to kill corruption, some critical reform were embarked upon, part of which was a holistic reform of the NDDC for greater service delivery for the people of the region. To achieve this, I reassigned the supervision of the NDDC to the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs for administrative efficiency. Second, with the appointment of forensic auditors to review the operations of the Commission and to ensure that the appropriations made to the NNDC are commensurate with what is on the ground.
Speakers at the event poured encomiums on President Muhammadu Buhari for his passion and genuine commitment towards enhancing the development of the Niger Delta region.
I wholeheartedly commend President Muhammadu Buhari for setting up a forensic audit to look through the books of NDDC. I also welcome the setting up of an interim administration to manage the affairs of the Commission pending the conclusion of the forensic audit. With the Commission's new headquarters coming on stream, NDDC is now expected to turn a new leaf in attitude, in performance, and in general operations.
May God bless Mr. President for this edifice. This complex will improve the lives of the people of Niger Delta. These things are being done in a period of pandemic when many countries cannot pay salaries. I think if nobody can praise you, God Almighty will praise you by giving you strength of character and giving you long life and helping the rest of us who are committed to your vision to helping you to realize your dream for Nigeria.
We, the chiefs, kings and elders of the Niger Delta, are completely confident in your ability to carry us to the next level.
With the inauguration of the new office complex of the NDDC, attention is now focused on the ongoing forensic audit, whose outcome many believe will lead to rejigging the operations of the Commission for effective service delivery. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari has re-emphasized his marching orders to security chiefs to go harder on criminal elements undermining national security and stability, insisting that anyone found illegally with AK-47 be shot on sight. This was at a meeting with the National Council of Traditional Rulers of Nigeria at the State House, co-chaired by the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, and the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi. State House correspondent Adam Sambo reports.
President Muhammadu Buhari, who appraised the royal fathers with efforts by government towards improving the security situation in the country, said his administration has recorded appreciable successes in the northeast and south parts of the country. He, however, described as surprising the situation in the northwest, where people with the same culture are killing each other, kidnapping for ransom, rustling domestic animals, and burning valuable properties.
Those who are conducting the abduction, the killing and so on, they don't seem to be short of arms and ammunition. We had 4 hours meeting of the Security Council. We gave clear instructions. Anybody with AK-47 should be shot, because AK-47 is supposed to be registered and is only given to security officials.
The president expressed dismay over the attacks on police stations and killings of security personnel by criminals, stressing the need for traditional rulers to use their influence and position as bridge builders to complement government efforts at ensuring peace and security, as well as rooting out those who do not mean well for the country.
We have a problem, but I assure you we are doing our best. Our best hasn't proved to be good enough, but we are getting desperate, and we are given the orders to the military especially to be very hard on the criminals. Confidence must be restored in governance within the next 6 weeks. In 6 weeks' time, I want to see a difference.
During the meeting, the president listened to various interventions from representatives of the traditional rulers from each of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. The royal fathers stressed the need for the traditional institution to be assigned definite roles, particularly on peace and security within the ambit of the constitution, as well as regular engagement with the National Assembly on multiple fronts.
We narrated stories of this banditry, kidnappings, killings here and there, and request Mr. President to consider putting us in a position whereby we can directly or indirectly help in terms of securing our respective domains.
At the behest of Mr. President, I will convene a meeting with our royal fathers in a couple of days, and we'll look at all the issues that need to be discussed with a view to finding a way to permanently eliminate the problems confronting us.
Apart from the National Security Advisor, the meeting was also attended by heads of other security and intelligence services. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
Similarly, President Muhammadu Buhari has directed service chiefs to ensure that the fight against terrorism, kidnapping and other crimes which are threatening the existence of the nation are won within the next few weeks. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, revealed this at a regional security meeting at the 2-Division Nigerian Army, Ibadan. Correspondent Shola Wahid reports.
Addressing officers of the armed forces in the zone, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, explained that the directive from President Muhammadu Buhari to end insurgency has necessitated the need for all security agencies to collaborate towards achieving the common goal of securing lives and property of Nigerians. He commended the officers for their resilience and brilliant performance over the years in the fight against crime and assured them of good welfare to enhance their performance and dedication.
Whilst you have done quite well, the work is not over. The reason being that across the country and in your area in particular, there are still pockets of security challenges. Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief has charged us to ensure that we bring peace and security in conjunction with other security agencies within few weeks across the country.
The service chiefs paid a courtesy call on the arrested governor, who was represented by his deputy, to sympathize with the people over the recent mayhem in the state. Meanwhile, a new general officer commanding GOC, Major General Gold Chibuizi, has taken over the leadership of 2 Division Nigerian Army from Major Anthony Omosoji, who has been redeployed. In Ibadan, NTA News.
In line with the Chief of Naval Staff's directive and mission statement to curb the nation's maritime security threats, the Central Naval Command has flagged off a military exercise codenamed Calm Waters. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports that the 4-day operation was flagged off by the Flag Officer Commanding Headquarters Logistics Command, Ogara, Rear Admiral Samaila Lassa.
This symbolic flag-off of exercise Calm Water signifies the commencement of a proactive operation that will checkmate crude oil theft, pirates and other economic saboteurs within the nation's waterways. This is to enhance the safety of vessels, shippers, and promote socio-economic activities within the nation's maritime domain.
The positive aspect of what we are here to do today is to confirm that there is less of interference in the socio-economic activities in the area of responsibility. So what we are doing today and in the many days to come is to consolidate on those successes that we've achieved and to nip whatever it is that is rearing its head in the board.
A sworn bogey operation coordinated by the Flag Officer Commanding Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Saidu Garba, that spanned through Otumara, Madogo, Iwe and Benin River in Warri South local government of Delta State, led to the destruction of an illegal refining site in the creeks. Similarly, Rear Admiral Saidu Garba also inspected ongoing projects aimed at improving the welfare of naval personnel and to enhance productivity. Ismail Musa, NTA News.
News Panorama continues shortly after this timeout. Do stay with us. There is every indication 287 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in Nigeria in the last 24 hours. And that report will come after our conversation with the Director General of the Forestry Research Institute of Nigeria in Ibadan, Professor Shola Adepoju, who is joining us via Zoom to talk more about the abduction which occurred this morning. Thank you for joining us, Professor.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Now, how did the Institute receive the news of the abduction at your Kaduna campus?
Yeah, it was a rude shock and it's been a very trying day for me, in particular, and for my principals. I think they sneaked into the compound at about 11:30 p.m. yesterday night, and I must appreciate the momentary response from the Nigerian military. The commandant himself led the team. They got into the campus at about 20 minutes after 12, and I think that was why they had to leave in a hurry. And they went beyond that, move all the other students from campus to the NTA, where fed them this morning. So I must commend the quick intervention of the Nigerian military in particular, and we'll be in touch with the Commissioner of the State who's in charge of internal security. I think all of them are together. and working closely to see how we can quickly come out of this. Thank you.
So how will this affect your institute, especially campuses outside your headquarters?
It's going to affect us seriously, and this is what part of what my minister has been pushing for, to see the return of our forest guard, to see how, because we have to establish forest, because this is the internationally demanded request. We have to continue to plant that particular location. Plantation, the one we jointly established together with JICA of Japan. And we, since the coming of the patient, we'll be expanding that coverage. So I think the earlier we have our forest guard, not that they will be able to confront these people, but at least they have a way of collecting their information and to inform the appropriate authority on time. Thank you.
What will you be doing by way of offering support to the students who are there, who experience this traumatic event?
Presently, we're doing that count to be sure of the exact number of students they left. We're in touch also with the people involved, and from the conversations, they look as if they have about 30 students with them. But we are doing the head count. We're doing the class-to-class head count to be able to ascertain the actual number of students that are missing, because they all ran at a scatter when they realized that the military began to engage the bandits, and some are just returning back to the NTA campground where they are kept presently. And I must thank the commandant who has fed them this morning, and who is also making arrangements with the provost of the college to see what they can do this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Adepoju.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that was the Director General of the Forest Research Institute of Nigeria in Ibadan on the abductions. And now to health matters. 287 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in Nigeria in the last 24 hours. In the figures released by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, the new infections are from 17 states and the FCT, with Lagos State having the highest number with 180. A state-by-state figure shows that Kwara State is second with 26 new cases, and Akwa Ibom with 23, Bauchi 22, Ogun 21, Rivers 19, Kaduna 14, FCT 11, Abia and Edo 8 each. Others with new infections are Ekiti with 6 cases, Kano 5 cases, Gombe and Oshun have 4 cases each, Oyo and Plateau have 3 each, Nasarawa 2 and Delta 1 case. With this, Nigeria now has 159,933 confirmed cases of COVID-19, out of which 142,404 have been treated and discharged, while 2,001 have died from the virus. And that update concludes the news on Panorama. Thanks for joining us. Remember to stand against rape and rapists.